Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute, but I'm back. You guys saw the other day on X, Twitter, X, and all over social media that KRA has really been aggressive nowadays. Kenya Revenue Authority wants to collect as much money as possible, and they always fail. One of the measures that they're trying to, enforce currently is with this holiday season, tax on whoever is coming into the country and carrying whatever goods they might be carrying, be it gifts, be it personal items, be it anything, clothes, shoes, laptops, cell phones, what have you, getting into the country via JKIA. And at JKIA, there are agents who will actually tell you to open up your stuff and they look at what you have. And if that stuff is valued over 500 US dollars, that's approximately 75,000 Kenyan shillings, then you're going to be paying some duties on it. And there's a bunch of voted items in that tax that add up to, even up to, I don't know, 60% of the value of the item. So you can imagine that if you have a pair of shoes, Nike Zoom X, in a box, and it's valued at 100,000 Kenyan shillings, you're going to be paying around 60,000 Kenyan shillings at the airport once you land or leave your item there. Guys have been talking about, I'll smash that phone or something. I can't leave it to them, but it's never gonna happen. You will be cornered, you will cry premium tears. This is not a new tax. They're just enforcing what's actually in the rules. Now, take a look at this. Now, this is the post that KRA actually made initially, and this is what stirred up a lot of controversy on social media. It seems like they actually went ahead and deleted it after some time, but nothing is deletable on social media. Anyway, remember, when traveling, you will be allowed to carry personal or household items worth $500 and below. Anything above the amount shall be subjected to tax. Hashtag plan your travel. Okay, yeah, so this is it. I know this is actually enshrined in law. This is part of the East African tax regime. It's not even in Kenya. Some other countries in the world, the US and so on, have limits on how much you can bring in before getting taxed. Now, I know there's a lot we could discuss in as far as this regulation goes, like, is $500 a reasonable cap? Like, what items should be exempt, and what if you are gonna be going and coming back? But let me just spare you all that in this video, because that is not the point. Stay to the end, because I'm going to be giving you an alternative on what you can do to avoid this kind of thing. Now, KRA actually went ahead and tried to make a lot of explanations for all this stuff. There's another post here that is talking about, upon arrival, the checked luggage is scanned. In case there's suspicion of cargo that may attract duty, the luggage is marked for further verification. And then you go in for further verification, where they will tax you. Ignore all these things. They will tax you for nearly everything. All used personal items or effects are exempt from custom duty. And yeah, because of that, I've seen guys online saying that, you see, if you have shoes that you want to bring in, or a phone, remove it from the box and, try to use it. If it's a laptop, open it, put some photo in there. I know that might work for some cases, but it may not be practical when, say, you want to bring your mom an iPhone, you want to bring your sister Pixel 8 Pro, you want to bring your dad a laptop, you want to bring another brother another iPhone. Maybe these are just gifts and so on. So you're not going to be having 5 phones and you've opened all of them and you pretend that they are used. These KRA guys will still nab you. It's okay to lipa ushuru tujitegemee. I don't intend to downplay the fact that it's important for us to pay taxes, but I don't know. I know you feel me. Now, this is my suggestion. If you are a Kenyan somewhere out there in the diaspora and you'd like to come in with, say, iPhones, 2 of them, and a laptop, and you'd basically like to bring in some gifts and so on for your friends and relatives this festive season, instead of coming to deal with filling in that form and declaring your goods and paying thousands and thousands, or leaving your items at JKIA, I have talked about this severally in the channel. Just send them. Send those items and just come walking, with nothing, maybe a newspaper, New York Times. Send these items. And how are you going to be sending these items? I recommend that you use some of these freight forwarding companies. You see, the likes of Kentex Cargo, and here they are. And you can see that they deliver items in Kenya starting at only 12.99 USD per kilo. Okay, ideally most of them will deliver your stuff at around $15 per kg. At the current exchange rate, that comes to, you know, what, say 2,200, 2,300 shillings per kg. I know they do add sometimes some insurance. It's not compulsory for most of these companies. So there's a lot of these companies. Kentex Cargo is one of them. I've used them severally. In fact, if you have bulky items, you could even send via ship right now. Maybe by December, January, if you even wanted to send a sofa set or a bed from the US, it will have arrived. So Kentex Cargo is one of them. Another one is ServoStore. For example, you can see here that they're advertising that the landed shipping cost starts from $15 for an iPhone. Now, let me give you a practical example. The past few times I've had something delivered from the US, I used this company called Aquanto. Let me just log in quickly. Okay, so what happens is once you create an account with Aquanto on their website, aquanto.com, and this happens for ServoStore, Kentex, whatever other company you want to use, just Google ship from US to Kenya, or ship from wherever your destination is, UK, Dubai, whatever, to Kenya, and you'll see a lot of these companies popping up. Most of them are legit, but do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. So you can see that to Kenya, they actually deliver from the UK, from the US, from China, and from the United Arab Emirates. So from whichever of these countries, you get an address. So assuming you want to send a phone from the US, you send it to this address that they've given you, your US address, then they will forward it to Kenya. Then you just come walking. You get me? And by the way, before I forget, it doesn't mean that using these companies means you are like evading tax or you are not paying tax. These companies actually do pay tax, but I think they pay somehow in bulk, because you see they have so many items from so many people, like sort of in bulk. So they kind of clear all those items together, then they just charge you a cost per kg, which is much less than if you actually came with your single item and cleared it. So all you pay is the shipping cost per kg. And I have used these services in the past. I have made videos about them. If you are a long subscriber to the channel, you might have already seen them, but if not, watch these videos right over here. And that is how you will save some money coming in with items to Kenya. Okay? See you in the next one, and as always, no pressure.